All right, hitting it.
Okay. My feet are cold.
We're live. Friday night. Hello, everybody. Nicole is putting on
some socks.
Heavy socks.
My feet were cold.
So, cheers, everybody. My brother and his wife had their baby.
Yes, we have a new niece, and she's the most beautiful baby ever.
Baby Maya.
Baby Maya. Cheers to our baby girl.
Exciting week.
Josh and I.
We booked our tickets.
She was born on our 11-year anniversary.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a great day overall. Like the day after Valentine's Day. So yeah.
Yeah.
Nicole and I had been we celebrate when we started dating, not when we got married. When we got married too, but like.
Yeah, it's not as big of a deal.
The other one's the one that matters.
Yeah.
So, 11 years.
Yeah, 11 years.
The title of today, tear down, stripping down, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to start tearing down the class 1 so that I can get ready to do some of the things that I need to do to it that can't be done with it in one piece. So, that is the plan. It's going to be a destructive night. And I ordered some of these parts to be made out of metal rather than just... I was going to do all carbon fiber up in these areas and things, but I've decided to change that up a little bit and do some of it out of either aluminum or titanium. I ordered both.
Okay.
Exciting days.
I know.
Yeah.
How did the motor turn out?
It needs a revision. I've done the revision. I did that. I stayed in here last night and basically... Was that last night when I was working on CAD in here? I think so. I was in here last night just working on a bunch of the CAD stuff, including the motor. And I got the bottom half of it done as well. So I just have some more 3D printing to do.
11 years, isn't that half of Nicole's life?
Oh.
Yes.
But
what did I think about Josh's live Wednesday night stream accident?
Oh, I didn't tell you about it.
I don't know. What? Like I watched it?
I
was asking like I watched your Wednesday.
Well, I was trying to get that windshield frame out of the mold.
Oh, that's where you needed a Band-Aid?
Oh yeah, that's right. I was bleeding pretty good on stream.
Oh, fun.
Used some super glue though, got her fixed up. It was a good just little Arby's slice. Just whoop. It was a good one.
I don't know if I like that. $5, thank you. Rebel Rob here. Tell Josh I can still fly. Might have a couple more dollars in my pocket.
I have a video to show you later.
God.
Good seeing you, Rob.
Is he okay?
He is fine. I will show you. This has nothing to do with his parachute. But, yeah, yesterday I got a bunch done.
Did he get kicked off a plane?
Absolutely wrecked tired last night because, as you may have seen on social media, the Phoenix is back.
Up until 10 got a Vanquish hat.
Sweet.
Jim McGregor, thank you for the $5. I know you're consumed with gnats presently, but do you know if you and Matt will be doing another monthly mayhem this year by chance?
Yeah, absolutely this year.
Oh, awesome.
Nicole says awesome because those are like my favorite thing to do, but I get absolutely what would you call it? Obsessive about the amount of work I put in those series. So I need to plan that around at a time when I'm going to send Nicole back home for a week or so.
Month. Well,
or the whole month.
I'm going to live in Austin for a while anyway, so
right.
It's fine. Okay, Sue Sherwood, hello. Okay, before you get going, I want names. Packages show up, mail, UPS, etc. They have something in common inside our packages and boxes that say Vanquish on them. Who is to blame?
I mean, it really goes to the root of the problem. Probably something from childhood. You really have to get to the root of the problem. Don't blame the present.
Where can you buy a rooftop pulley for that cantilever winching?
You don't I don't know that I would necessarily say you have to buy one. You can find like shock pistons or things like that. Anything round, really. I mean, I'm just probably going to use shock pistons.
Paul, thank you for the $5. Just finished a custom comp truck right now. Can hard kick my butt. Going to run it tomorrow and see if I forgot to time anything.
You're going to run it at a comp, or are you going to run it to test? I mean, I'm usually not one to get a bunch of test time in beforehand. It's usually just like, comps tomorrow, better finish it. And thank you.
Sue, he doesn't need anything either.
What's that?
She said she can remove things that you need. No, I don't want any of that coming here. Somebody said something about, I thought the Phoenix Portal Kit cost like $800, but it says only $4.99, but the link says out of stock online.
It is $4.99. It is the more inexpensive, the new one. It has plastic axles. This is basically, these are the axles and everything. Same chassis, the whole deal. The transmission on this one is not the Phoenix one. It's the simpler one because for competition, I can't use dig, which it has, so I just made it less complicated.
Compulsive hoarding buying is a sign of a serious mental health issue. Thanks, Jesse.
Jesse, I don't know that it's compulsive. It's for an internet show. Just start an internet show, and then everything you do has a reason.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely don't make money.
There's that
on it.
One day it'll all pay off. I'm gonna have a viral video one day. Finally, one of them.
Oh, that's what it is.
One day, someone's gonna go, forged carbon fiber is the coolest thing ever. Look.
Someday we'll make money on it. That'll be fantastic.
One day.
What is the most versatile licensed scale tires in your opinion? If a specific compound, what compound would that be? Thank you.
I would say the Proline BFG crawlers in the G8 compound. The 4.75 inch size. I think they're very scale looking, also very capable.
Did you have some jerky?
Did I eat some jerky?
Is that what I smell on you?
I don't know. It's not impossible.
Where is it?
Shut it. You don't like it. It's hot. You can't have any. Stop asking. And I've always been eating jerky. I got a message from Buck Dandy earlier today with a photo of his package of jerky that had just arrived.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh. He had got like orange mango or mango habanero or something like that. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I had just finished some sweet and hot.
Okay. Brian, thank you for the $2. Don't encourage her. My toys are in jeopardy.
When Westmaid gets back from USTE, I'm going to try and con him into building and detailing me a dash.
Aww.
What?
Aww. Randall's getting bad weather and his wild kitties let him came in.
The
I don't know, because I forgot about it.
Of what?
Francesco, howdy doody, all from Canada. Howdy.
Howdy and duty.
How is your finger?
It's better today.
Oh yeah, Super Glue wouldn't even work on that.
It did. I just filled it. Just all over.
Is the manual correct in this batch, or do we still need one updated online?
I believe that you need to, I would reference the updated one. It's just for clarification, but these do have updated shock collars in all of them. Let me tell you how I know. Because I've touched almost every one of those packages twice this week.
Ryan Davis is going crawling at Elephant Rock on Sunday.
Hey, St. Louis.
Oh, fun. If you give Vanquish $5 more, they will say you won it.
I'll write you a nice letter. Congratulations.
Are you putting mirrors on that rig?
No.
Weird, because I find tiny little mirrors everywhere. I found one the other day.
That's why I'm not putting them on, because I always fall off.
2 Gear, thank you for the $5. Thanks for the content and tips.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
First time I've seen that username.
Hi from Colorado. The link says they're out of stock online.
I noticed that they were on pre-order at the on the link, but just if you're back there in the next day or so, that's what I did today is drove up to Amain and we delivered another trailer load. So keep checking that link. They honestly it should be like they should be on there already again.
Oh my goodness, people are just in it tonight.
It was a beautiful day. Maybe they had good days.
Maybe.
Or a lot of people are having bad weather, aren't they?
Yes.
So maybe they're inside.
Maybe. Glad to hear Josh personally touched my package. Shoot, Sue, good to see you. Take
Speaking
care
of
of yourself.
$5 more.
No mirrors in 2022. Have you not heard my complaints about bodies? So do you like touching packages? Yes. How come you've never made a mini of your Gladiator? If I could make one of my truck, I'd do it in a heartbeat, but they don't make GMC Sierra bodies. They make GMC Sierra bodies?
They just did release,
Yeah.
but it's a dually.
Oh, that was it.
That, yeah.
But also, because no.
I mean,
Because no.
one day,
No.
maybe soon.
No. We're good. I'd pay $10 for Josh not to touch my package. She's had him.
Well, we can make that happen too.
Perry G spent 5 hours at the RC track this afternoon.
A track
Must have been the one up in
or LSR? I think he's an LSR type. A racer.
USTE. Looked awesome today. What is US?
USTE is the Ultimate Scale Truck Expo in Florida. Would you like to appreciate the engineering marvel that is this truck?
Josh, I have literally appreciated it and done everything, like helped with everything on it. So yeah.
Every time I like make a new piece, I'm like, come look.
Which so like I've literally I've appreciated them in bed where at like 6 a.m.
Hey.
Yeah, like
I gotta go to work. Come look at this.
I mean,
that's not a joke.
No, and I appreciate it, and I do love to see what you made. I don't maybe appreciate
the timing isn't there.
Word, but I
participate. You humor me.
I like to see everything that you've made. I'm impressed with your engineering. RCU next Tuesday. Haven't seen you in a while.
I love that username.
I know. He's from the UK. Love the streams and thanks for inspiration to try and build some new ways. Keep it up. Thank you, Tri-County Skillers Guild. You do that. Nicole's not impressed with USD. Not many climbing rocks in Florida. Yeah, usually when someone throws Florida in there.
Hey. But they are very flat. It's the terrain there is you'd need more muck boots than you would climbing shoes.
How's it going, Josh and Nicole? Wait, you need to do something on that truck that Nicole wants or put her name on it.
Put her name on it.
No, thank you.
That will not help. Trust me.
Look at this monster truck I made you. Here's Gravedigger by Nicole Thiede.
All right. Wow, that was way faster to tear down than I really would have thought.
Oh.
That is a loud plane.
Doug Lamont, thank you for the $5. Good evening, you two. Class 1 is looking awesome. Contributions toward the Thornbirds because we know how much you love them, Josh.
Oh. I was not. I forgot. I swear, I thought this truck was harder to tear down.
What's with the RC 4-wheel drive and a million new releases this week?
So RC 4-wheel drive, like many companies here that you see are popular. What?
Wait.
Are you going to read it or are you just going to have
No,
that
I'm not
look?
going to read it, but I want to know when I talked about that.
Girl Scout cookie. Oh,
When did you talk about that?
the Girl Scout cookie one? I don't remember.
I don't know what that's about.
I think we might have talked about it last week or so.
It
What
needs
were
a
we-
Princess Cupcake sticker on it.
Oh my god. What were we talking about before that?
No, because I just.
Um,
Was I? Okay. What that is.
God, what were we just talking about? RC
The
four-wheel drive.
Thornbirds.
Right, RC four-wheel drive. So likely what happened while you're seeing a bunch of new releases is that they likely just got a shipping container or ocean container shipment arrive at their facility. And it could have had a lot of new product or new releases and restock on it all at once. So they have to then release it, even though that it came in a big chunk, now that they just have to kind of get it fed out. So that's how that works.
The eighth wonder of the world is Josh's class 1 rig at this point.
This thing is truly impressive.
But like seriously, why do I smell jerky so hard? Do you have something open or?
I don't think so. I might have a wrapper in there.
Maybe that's what it is. I just keep.
Yeah, it was the.
Okay. I'm like, man.
Well, it was not as strong. It's the. Oh, that's hot.
Love it.
That one's really good. Try that one. Oh, that's hot. Satisfied jerky.
The original is amazing.
The original is Nicole's favorite. It is good jerky.
It's so good.
But
no, like the original is just awesome.
Nicole is like, "Where's the beef?" Like, I smell beef.
That is the Midwest in me. Like smell something that. Never mind.
I don't know what you were gonna say, but I realized you realized you're like, nope, I can't say what I'm about to say.
Nope.
Oh yes, put the link to Satisfied Jerky and we will pin it.
And Gunnar will most likely make a code.
If Gunnar is in here tonight.
He is.
Is he? Oh, well, there we go.
Why? What else would he be doing?
I don't know. He could be doing things.
Really?
I'm the only one to sit in front of my computer schedule on Friday. So on the back,
how do I do it?
the 3 dots that pop up next to it.
Oh my god, that's.
So there you go. Click it.
Yeah.
How can you not use a mouse?
My hand won't. My arm is not.
Pin.
There we go. My shoulder's not working.
Oh, okay. So the motor on the back side, I had to grind out a section further back, which I don't know why. I made a clearance for the spur gear, but I forgot to make a clearance for the motor plate. So I needed to add that and then made a couple of other little changes, and the design is in pretty good shape. So it'll look good in there. But I took this piece here, this black plate, which was going to be carbon fiber, and I did like a bunch of cutouts in it, kind of make it look more fabricated sheet metal style. And then I sent it to sendcutsend.com and had it made out of aluminum and titanium to see which one I like best.
I'll come up with something in between all the women rolling through my house. Like, hey, goes down to Watt, and he's like, anybody want some meat?
I mean, that's marketing. I feel like I've seen that video.
Did you pay for it?
So, and I made these little side panels here. I made those out of aluminum and titanium as well. I put some cutouts in there. We're going to put mesh behind them so it looks cool. I think I'm going to stamp the mesh so it's got like a depth that comes out.
You're just like a fucking Pinterest page right now.
Woo!
Like, you're just a straight up Pinterest page.
What does that mean? Why? Because of my mixed material and cutout.
That's all your craftiness.
I have to make the design for my Nacho Libre sticker.
Huh?
You know that tool I made, the one that your dad was like.
Yeah.
Well, it's a tubing notcher.
Oh, you called it Nacho Libre?
Nacho Libre.
When was the last time you actually watched that movie?
That doesn't matter. It's spelled notch like tubing notcher. So I'll put the little luchador mask on it. I'll spray paint. Nacho Libre. It's awesome. So, that is the plan. But
no code yet. Gunner, make a code.
he's thinking of one. Nacho jerky.
Josh felt your package for 15% off until midnight. So good. Oh, I can't replace.
No.
No.
Oh, you just gotta you only have the one.
Josh felt your package. Oh, thank you, camel toe.
So, on this, I can take that out too. We put that in the box right there with all the parts. Thanks.
What? What?
Nothing. That's exactly what I asked you to do.
I know.
I've got to cut the chassis off in the front.
Senor Nachenstein.
Senor Nachenstein. It's kind of like a Office reference. Senor Lodenstein. It's Muy Rapido. Also good.
Are you doing the hood in titanium too? Oh, sorry. Don't forget the hashtag. Yeah. Can you... Can we do that again?
Will someone put the website and
the hashtag Josh
felt your package.
Is that what it was?
Yes. Oh, I also did the grill in titanium.
I can't wait for the part of the show where Josh starts to show old pics of Nicole.
I think I showed the mods that photo.
What photo?
What was that photo?
I mean, I care. I'd rather have old pictures of me than current.
I'm trying to remember. What was that photo?
Oh, my high school picture? That was nice of you.
Your high school picture? Dude. No. Oh, no, it was the one from my office party. The Christmas party. Probably can't hear that, but... It was only the mods, don't worry. I didn't show the whole community. Let's see, there we go. Replace pinned. There we go. There you go. Now both are loaded. What is that? What? You don't know how to make it work, so you can't make it focus. That's...
Oh, damn it.
See what you get.
There you go.
Why do you have my senior picture?
Because they're up. They've been up in the kitchen for like a year and you haven't noticed.
Spilling all over my bench. God.
In this house.
What?
When you do something, you always get it back and 10 times worse. Now
Now you got a what? Okay, well, there we go. So, cage is off. Oh, I do need to remove the back part of the body because I have to weld the rear bumper in, which I forgot to do last time it was out.
When did the strippers show up? Matt wants to know.
What? Oh, that's not, he's not calling you a stripper.
Obviously, no one's paying for this.
It's because the title said stripping down.
Oh, that was...
Matt, that's very inappropriate.
That was false advertising. Okay. Tor, how do we say it? We asked Martina on Thanksgiving. We specifically asked my Norwegian sister-in-law how to say your name correctly. And the way she said it was like, Torga.
Yeah.
And I was like, say that again.
Yeah.
But we did ask.
We did ask.
But thank you for the 50 knocks.
Much appreciated. Just in. What are we doing today? We are taking apart my class 1 so that I can. I need to do a bunch of things.
Paycheck and singles for nothing.
I need to weld the rear bumper into this. I need to cut the front of the chassis off here, the front part. Take a bunch of that off, and then trim up the front cross braces. I may trim out the rear, but I probably won't. I'll probably just leave that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Scott. I missed his super chat.
Can you see it?
Is there thank you for the $5. Is there a third batch of Phoenixes coming? I want to order one about May 1st.
I mean, there absolutely will be more of them. It's just always the problem of when they will. These should have been here before, like these should have been here in December, and that would have even been late. Like,
can't you send them a picture of me when I was cute and skinny? Rude. You're rude.
this is.
Ripper everywhere, and there will never be one for you, says Sue, and every time I see one for sale. Matt has an only friends.
An only.
What?
It's like a joke on OnlyFans.
What is it?
What is OnlyFans?
Oh, right. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not 100% together today.
We know.
I know.
I'm just putting some shocks in position so that my drive shaft doesn't keep falling out.
Pour out some jerky.
I have original.
How did Adam see it?
He's in the mod chat. Tebin? Or wait, no,
Yeah.
Adam Tebin. No, he's not in the mod chat. I don't know how he saw it. I don't think he did. I think he's just trying to make you.
Nicole seems tired. I am. Wow, extra 50 for the effort at least. Because we must have said it semi-correctly.
I think that he was just being nice.
See, Nicole, that's why you need to use social media so you can show us old pictures of Josh. Ooh, not worth it.
Psh, I've always looked this good.
When will we see aluminum shock collars that cage into crossbar above the dash along the 2 vertical angle bars like Ultra 4 cages?
Thought about it, but I don't need it for strength, and it just starts getting busy in there. So I was just like, I don't know that I'm going to. It was the original idea. I have it in CAD, but then I was just like,
Yes. Seems like I need to buy a Phoenix before they suddenly stop making them and cost as much as a used Civic.
well, you need to do that anyway, but yes. Or no. I don't know which one. I don't know which way you want to hear that answer.
All right, Jimmy Bailey got one. What's your position at Vanquish?
What is my position?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's not very many of us. We don't have just like opposition.
No.
like we have to. You have to do everything. I program Swiss machines, and then I make sure other random shit gets done. I make sure that EPA paperwork is filed properly.
Yeah.
And I make sure I do everything I have to get done. Anything that someone else isn't getting done, I have to get done.
He breaks down the cardboard. He touches all the packages.
I touched a lot of packages this week.
Do you use any ESC tuning for crawling?
Sure. I mean, I have a tune that I pretty much go with on every like my RX4, I have a tune that I go with. My Mamba X, I have a tune that I go with. And I really don't deviate from that much unless something changes pretty drastically, which is not normally the case. So I don't do a lot of tuning because I just kind of know my driving style, and usually I run a pretty consistent electronics package.
You're a multi-tool. Yup. Doesn't C1 require separate shock towers mounted on a frame? Would your rear suspension qualify?
You can call this a shock tower.
Okay.
It is a shock tower.
Brian, thank you so much for the $5. Nicole, you are together. Have you ever threatened Josh to remove one of his kidneys for money? I sleep with one eye open. Josh is cardboard king. Open till 10. Thank you for the $5. My pops is watching for the first time. He's impressed with engineering. Keep it up. We'll see y'all in Alabama.
Hey, good.
Thank you.
Glad you'll be there. And
Pops.
thank you.
This is trash.
Ooh, throwback.
Throwback. How do you feel about sway bars on crawlers? I thought it would make it perform worse, but I'm seeing it on more and more trucks. What are your thoughts on it?
Really depends on the truck and the driving style. If it's like specifically slow technical crawling only, I don't run one. If it's on a truck with trailing arms specifically, I will absolutely run it on the same axle that the trailing arms are on.
That wasn't beef jerky.
It's right behind me.
Robbie, thank you for the bracelets. Our fuck cancer bracelets.
Right.
Beef sticks in the AR60 axles instead of beef tubes. LOL. Oh, never mind. Are you going to make parts of the SDX6?
Who knows? Maybe.
What electronics are going into that class 1?
Holmes, mainly all Holmes stuff. Holmes BR Mini, Holmes Crawlmaster Magnum, Holmes SHV 650, Holmes Servo Inch.
Just a disclaimer, John Holmes is a good friend of ours.
He is, but
Also makes fantastic stuff.
He
He's
does.
a brilliant engineer.
and I run a lot of electronics, and I still like to use his. But this one happens to be getting all Holmes, and which is the same as my class 2, and that's why I'm doing it here. It's the exact, other than the servo, it's the exact same electronics package. So I'm just doing that to keep it consistent, and that way, if I need a part from one or the other, I can just.
Thanks, Gunner. Just ordered jerky to try. Also, thanks to Josh. Handled my package. Save me some money. Are the portal stub axles same on the new F10 as the Ultra axles?
No, they are different. They had to be different for a number of reasons, but they are different from Ultras to
Andrew
F10.
Neff. Hello from Montana. Love your builds and info. Thank you. Thoughts on trailing arm for the rear of the Phoenix?
The lower links are triangulated, which is not ideal for trailing arms. They should be more parallel. So it's not ideal. You'd have to make some sort of mount for it to really be a great setup, I think. You are making a lot of racket.
Huh? Holmes went to USC.
Sounds right. He's gone before.
Has he?
Yep. So I'm going to pull the transmission of this out as well.
There's one thing of mine left.
You hooed like a monkey.
Is Futapa Magnum 3 p.m. transmitter worth selling?
3 p.m. That's a pretty. 3 p.m. X would have been maybe worth selling. 3 p.m. you're not going to get much for. That is a pretty basic and a pretty old transmitter now. I would, and honestly, it takes really expensive receivers now. I'd probably say no. You're not going to get much of anything for it. I mean, I sell like takeout transmitters for like $10 usually, maybe 20 stretching, and that is probably not as good as some of the new takeout stuff.
What is that shaft in the middle of the rig that says Vanquish on it?
Oh, that's just a standoff between the transmission part and the front motor plate. Normally, there's some plastic shrouds that go over
Somebody
it.
already said it.
So,
How
I'm just not
easy is it
using
to put a BEC on a Crawlmaster Mini?
I mean, a BEC, you just wire in parallel to it, so it doesn't really have anything. It's easy. It's the same as anything, really.
Any word on F9 axles coming back in stock?
That stuff's always in production. You just have to watch the website.
Google alert. I don't know if that's actually a thing anymore, is it?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Surprised you knew what a Google alert was.
I mean, I don't actually know what it is. I'm just like, I know, like, kind of.
You've heard it in popular culture.
Sorry, Alex. I'm offending him.
Yes.
You as well?
Yes.
I know. I'll go up there. I'm fine with it.
Right.
Has Axial Fest for this year been posted?
Nope. It has not yet.
No, I did not watch the wheel last night because I've been watching the Olympics, but somebody had my tiger sweater on the wheel.
Really?
Yeah.
Someone else bought that?
No, but I have been watching the Olympics, so I have not.
There's been a massive shortage of Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune in this house lately.
I know there has been. Oh, it was yeah. I think they had it in all different colors. I mean, I bought it off Amazon. It was like $19. Oh my God! Hey.
What's up, Squints? Right. I need to.
I did see there was a Tiger King coming.
Yes, there is.
Kate McKinnon is playing Carol Baskins.
Kate McKinnon
From
from
Saturday
Saturday
Night
Night Live. I don't really know who she is, but I know the name.
He never critiques my clothing.
No, not much of a fashionista.
What's your thought on dual rate springs?
They can. I mean, they have their uses. I don't run them normally just because I don't find them like absolutely necessary, but they have their uses. Now, you say such as the Kings. The RC4 drive shocks are for looks only. The RC4 drive, like the Kings, are a damper to performance. They look good. They perform worse than almost anything. So.
Hey Josh, I listened to that song in my Silverado on
Who said
the way
it?
home just now. That song's not.
Oh. What's up, Noel?
Perry G, thank you for the $2. Is this that bad? Do I need to go out?
Yeah,
the room?
stop.
God damn it! I'm just hungry. I haven't eaten today.
But seriously,
You're the worst.
you eat like Mr. Ed.
Shut up!
Listen, where's the DeWalt? I don't know. Yeah, I should just grab the DeWalt. Why am I not? I don't know why. Sometimes I just get I start taking apart some decent stuff, but I just get into a. Do you have any RC semis? I have one that I turned into a computer. You can search for the RC PC challenge that Matt and I did. So, oh yeah, I forgot I made a little spacer. 0.5 millimeter spacer that I needed. Okay. Put that screw back in so I don't. The RCPC was amazing. That was a fun challenge. I enjoyed it. Where is that long? There it is. Any chance Vanquish will drop a stick crawler shirt like the hat? Oh, I mean, it's a possibility. I like the idea. When you say she eats like Mr. Ed, what do you mean coming from a guy who doesn't know who Mr. Ed is? Francesco doesn't know who Mr. Ed is. Aww. Mr. Ed was a TV show from the 50s or 60s with a talking horse. And he moved his lips all willy-nilly like Wilbur. Okay. Grab the DeWalt. But yes, I probably technically shouldn't know Mr. Ed all that well, but I watched a lot of Nick at Night as a kid. I don't know why. Just trying to help. Just trying to help with what? I didn't see it. Okay. They pick and choose comments to read. Yeah. Mike, we do not read all of them. to see some, read it out loud every once in a while. You will notice most do not get read. It's just how it happens. There's too many to read all of them. Oops. Especially if you have something else at the time. I used to love Get Smart at Nick. Oh, I remember Get Smart. That was like a almost Inspector Gadget like, wasn't it? Or I always thought it kind of like Inspector Gadget. Hold on. Okay.
Dad, relax.
Building and reading comments is like math. Math is hard.
Be more on the job.
Okay, so my sliders are out. I'm going to just scuff these up with Scotch-Brite and then shoot them with some black, matte black or flat black.
If you want to get your comment read, say something stupid to catch Nicole's attention first, then ask your question.
That's not untrue.
What CAD programs do you use?
I use mainly Fusion here at home. I use SolidWorks at work. I use Mastercam at work. I use AutoCAD at work, sometimes at home, as a 2D drafting program. What? Why are you licking the beer bottle?
Because he loves it.
He does love a beer bottle for some reason.
Hi, Pumpkin. Chad, I think you have to order it online.
What?
Jerky.
Yeah, unless you're local to here, then you'll find it at some places, but...
What is the best budget and beginner 3D printer and filament for scale RC accessories, no load-bearing parts?
Ender 3v2 and Hatchbox filament. There you go.
Jamie Rodriguez, that cat sold me on this show. Me too.
He's a good cat.
Oh, he's such a good cat. So is Sookie.
Sookie was sleeping on me this morning.
She slept with you all night.
Sookie does not like me in general.
Yeah, she does. But I had to sleep on the couch.
Because I was snoring a little.
Right. A lot. And so he obviously sleeps with me always, but.
He sleeps next to me if we're in the same bed.
If I'm in the room, but if I'm on the couch,
Yeah.
then he sleeps with me on the couch. You my bubba.
So, yeah. Well, this,
Oh, are you going to eat that?
if he eats another goddamn servo, I'll be mad. He ate one Holmes servo already. I had to repair it. I put it in something. I can't remember what it was.
But it was good for ratings.
I remember I saw it at the end of a Scale news video. I saw it in front of me. He ate it in the wires. Like, he completely ate through copper wires. Like a psychopath.
Duct tape fixed snoring. Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Do you think shock relocate brackets where it allows you to angle the shocks on the VS410 chassis kit would help performance or hurt it?
Again, it's all about your setup, with weight and things like that. It's not always a help. It's not always a hurt. So it depends on what you're after. I've moved my shock locations before. I mean, that's basically what these are. And I can't remember. These are roughly in a stock position, though, or at least one of the holes.
They have a device now, my wife wants to, that shocks your spouse when they snort. Yes.
Oof. I would be in trouble.
I would never sleep because I'd just be like laying there waiting for you to snore like, ah, bleh. I need to friggin' cow prod.
I know for a fact that I've woken up suddenly, all of a sudden, because she's hit me. And I was like, what the?
Yeah.
I'm like, why did I wake up like that? And then I know why I woke up like that.
Yeah, because I elbowed you in the ribs.
Or I've woke up with her finger in my mouth.
Oh, I'm sorry, making sure you don't have a headache the next day.
I grind my teeth at night and I wear a night guard. And I woke up because she's like,
because it sounded because I heard you grinding your teeth and I wanted to make sure you had your night guard in.
just digging around in there.
Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. I love how you say that like it's a bad thing.
It was so weird.
Like, I'm sorry, I don't take care of you.
It was just so weird. Like, you would have to wake up for that. So, like, you could just woke me up.
You don't wake up.
I don't know that that's true.
I do. Josh, how do you fuck up sleeping? Yeah, exactly. I 3D printed these rings off of Thingiverse that have, for some reason, helped me stop snoring. J.R. Lawson, you might be my hero.
Oh, God.
You did miss a jerky code.
It's pinned at the top.
It is pinned at the top. And yes, he's woke himself up all the time.
I have before. But in general, I don't. Like, they always say, like, you have sleep apnea. I'm like,
Yeah,
well, I'm
you're
not.
welcome, you ungrateful bastard.
I'm not. They're like, if you have sleep apnea, you're likely tired all the time. And I'm not tired. I wake up and I'm ready to go.
No, the edibles make it worse.
Yeah, I honestly,
the snoring gets worse. Love your channel. Have you heard of nose springs with double barrels on the SCX-24 JLU? Any advice? Looking into a 1/10 crawler SCX-10.
I have seen that. It's not SCX-24 stuff. People do completely weird things compared to like 1/10 scale. Like if you get a 1/10 scale, don't do the things that you did in 1/24 scale, because you will end up with some very weird things. A lot of people do take the no spring thing. I'm not a fan for me. I build my 1/24s like I build my 1/10 scales.
Josh would get a CPAP and make it brushless and upgrade it to forged carbon fiber. No, the nasal strips don't work either. We tried those, trust me. We tried the fans that you put up in your nose.
Fans?
Yeah, remember your brother like invested in that?
Oh, that was like a spread thing that like spread your.
I have 5 SCX-24s, including that not a truck one. I'm not tired, but need so much coffee throughout the day. Yeah, exactly.
I just love coffee. I think the coffee is a side effect.
Yeah, it probably doesn't.
Not of that, not of the sleep thing. I think it's just.
You do need a CPAP, but then I don't want to fuck with a CPAP machine. I have to bring enough batteries with me when I fucking travel that I don't need another one to charge and clean.
Yeah, I don't think I need it.
I don't even know what that is.
What, a CPAP?
No. Vuvuzelas? Vuvuzelas in his nostrils?
Vuvuzelas? Aren't those like a kazoo, basically? Like, I think.
I've thought about covering his face with a pillow.
I'm not sure that you haven't tried it. I don't know if that I would believe you if you said you hadn't. So.
I mean.
I'm going
it's a big horn.
I'm going to replace this one because I had broke it and I had tried something with these sliders. That
The Patty channel got us Phoenix.
Already? Fast.
Are you guys even planning on having a baby? Josh would be an awesome dad.
No, we're not.
Not in our cards.
We have nieces and nephews. A niece and a nephew now. And that is the sole focus of our
life.
Yeah.
Oh, the horns at soccer games. Okay, thank you.
Okay. This truck has a lot of parts. I should put the ones that I need specifically for the reassembly.
On the Rockstar CS Phoenix shows up Sunday.
Sunday? How are you getting it delivered on a Sunday? That I need.
Not by the. I don't know.
These are all permanent. Sliders. Wow, those are the only parts that are going back on it. Everything else still has to get replaced. I'm building this truck like 4 times.
You're so annoying. Best Vanquish wheels for a TRX4.
Wheels are kind of just a style thing. So I like the tanks right now. They're one of my favorites. So tanks and like 475s if you want a little bit of offset. And I think you'll be happy.
Kids are assholes, says
It's-
Jesse.
It's right.
Not when they're not yours.
Like, see you later.
I was watching one of your videos on the 1933 additive chassis brace, and the video description says there's supposed to be a Thingiverse link, but it's not there.
Yes, and the bigger problem is that I've had a very hard time locating that file again. And Axial also changed the chassis, or they beefed up the chassis in that area. But I could still probably
Elizabeth
find it.
Cruz agreed having a kid is overrated. No.
No, you having a kid is the best thing.
because I've gotten to talk to him twice today, and it made my day just 100% better. Because for someone to just be like, hey, Coco, look at this. This is Nolly, the narwhal. And I was like, its name is Gnarly? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay.
That's awesome.
I like it. And my mom was like, Nordy? I'm like, Mom, that's a fucking sheep from Nordstrom. Shut up.
No,
Like when you buy your first pair of shoes, kid shoes at Nordstrom's, they give you this little weird sheep thing called Nordy. Wouldn't have known that unless you have nieces and nephews, because no one who doesn't have nieces and nephews buy fucking kid shoes at Nordstrom's.
Yeah.
But and Mom, I was like, no, that Nordy's different. Not this is Gnarly.
Narwhal.
And he likes teamwork.
Teamwork?
Yeah, because it was a Slumberkins one Emily got him. And so it has like a whole thing, like a whole book and, a narrative, I guess. And it is about teamwork.
Safety first, then teamwork.
Teamwork. It's teamwork. Anyway, so that was why I was in a good mood today, because I got to talk to my baby twice.
And why else?
What are you talking about? I just drove home behind a guy with his Polaris razor strapped onto the trailer by the top of the cage.
That's fun. Oh, this part was already broke, so I don't feel bad about breaking it again. I left the shop today, and there was a fire across the street in a homeless area.
Yeah.
Throw that away. So I stopped and videotaped it for a second. Video recorded it. Steve and I both, as we stopped and watched. Good sized flames. And then drove home, and there was a Sprinter van. Yeah. I also took a photo of this. But like, it's one of the tall ones. And on the back whole corner, driver's side corner, it looked like there must have been something like a refrigerator or something that size that must have been in like the front passenger side corner. And something happened, and it came back, and it like completely bulged out the whole back inside corner. Like just blew the whole side and back doors. Just like, looked like something exploded back there. Ridiculous. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to do. I need to change gears. These are the standard portal gear. I'm going to put these in the back. More overdrive.
It was an RC 4-wheel drive marketing meeting.
Rude. Who said that? Who said it?
Why is that I can buy a complete good rear end for a full-size pickup for around $200, but a set of tiny RC costs more?
Well, one of them is cast and extruded and probably old if you're paying for that. If you want to buy a RC rear end out of a 70s RC truck, you can probably get it for quite a bit less too.
I can't. I'm not.
But if you want a billet machined one, it's probably going to pay a lot more.
I'm not understanding what this comment means. So, Nicole, tell us how you enjoy being there with him while you read comments.
Tell them how you enjoy it.
Enjoy being here? I think they just want me to read comments instead of talking about my nephew.
Oh, I don't think that's the case.
He stopped me from saying what I was about to say. But if you want to,
that because you're projecting on them.
You want to tell me not to talk about my nephew and niece now?
Right.
You can, you know what?
Portal gears are available for the F10s. They're the same as the portal gears for the Ultra or SCX2 portals. So it comes with the overdrive version in their standard because they're the stronger gear. You can put the standard 18:30 ratio in the back if you want more overdrive. But the Phoenix comes with 33% out of the trans. So if you put more in there, you're going to have a lot of overdrive. Be aware.
Tell us the truth, Nicole. Always. I don't have any other way to go about it.
Sometimes I wish she had a little bit, just a little ability to hide or filter.
Nope.
A small amount of.
It's gotten better with the.
With the what?
Botox.
Your ability to hide your emotion?
Yeah, because I never control my face, but that does. So people don't automatically think that I think they're stupid.
Yeah,
they have to listen.
They have to listen for your tone.
Right. It's because usually it's just on my face, I've been told. But the Botox help. So, Nicole, will Josh train the nephew to be the new scale comp prodigy? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to have to put all of that on Bob because it's going to take a lot of practice.
That'll be fine. I can't feel my face when I'm with you.
I can't. It's a good song. Do you know that song?
Yeah. Speaking of, I started watching that Pam and Tommy documentary. It's really good. Or it's not a documentary.
Documentary.
It's not a documentary.
I watched the original one.
You did? Did you really?
Yeah, I'm like.
You had to buy that shit.
No.
Oh, you were on the internet.
Yes, I was on the internet.
But not everyone was on the internet back then. You're old. You're 26. You don't need Botox. Thank you, Brian. Does he have a comp stance? Yeah. Oh, Alex watched it too. He was way too young.
All of us have seen it. All of us. I'm not trying to rat anybody out here, but that was 30 years ago.
You mean tell us about if you truly I was just joking about that. I was just joking. I never, and I honestly never mean anything bad, but you'll know if I do. Tell us about if you truly enjoy sitting there reading comments while he does his thing over there with his RC stuff while you're just reading comments. Yeah, if I had to hang out with my husband for an evening and our friends, then we're good. Oh,
and I get her a bottle of wine.
Yeah, true. That's actually why I do it.
She's like, you're going to stop on your way home? Yeah.
Hi from Portugal, Ivo Braga. Will you guys make metal F10s?
It would seem like a thing.
Oh, Tony Thompson drug his semi-chiller through the center of 2 different roundabouts this past week.
Well, I'll say not your fault. Likely. Bad roundabout design is what gives roundabouts a bad name. They should have rollover curbs and they should be properly designed so that...
We're friends now. We're going to have soft tacos later. Oh, and Paris Hilton. Good call.
Paris Hilton, yeah. That one, that was a weird one.
Yeah.
The night vision thing.
One way to piss off Nicole, say something bad about Josh. Say something. Please. No, I'm kidding. Don't.
She can call me an idiot. You can't.
Because I try to get my girlfriend to work on our SDX24 and build it with me, and she always goes in another room and falls asleep because she doesn't want to. Yeah, no. I'm not touching any of this shit.
No, she has no interest in this part of it. She's entertained by the scrolling words on the side.
Good night, Torge.
And when super chats pop up, she's entertained with it. It's a bright, flashy light over here for her.
Yeah.
Hey, ooh. All right.
Would 10 3/8 portal axles bolt up to the VS410 chassis?
Would 10-3. Yes, but you are going to bolt up. You will need links for it. You won't, the links that come with these axles are not the right ones. You would need different ones.
Just mention.
But they will fit in there, just with the right links.
Do I get mad about Priuses?
I mean, you have.
Any state where it's like acceptable to drive a Prius is a terrible driving state.
I can't believe you were so readily against my Corvette idea, though.
Josh,
I'm just saying, I was surprised.
like, I don't feel like that's something that we need to discuss.
I think Corvettes are great ideas.
Yeah. Where are you gonna put another vehicle? Are you gonna clean out the garage again?
I don't know. Park the other Jeep in the street for a little while.
I'm gonna punch you so hard. Josh does not need a C6. No one needs a C6. Literally no one.
What?
No.
I'm just saying.
Let's just talk about it. What will the benefits of this added rear overdrive?
The overdrive helps with turning. It helps with climbing.
Nobody needs a C7. Well,
you like the
I
C7.
do. I know. I was just gonna say.
C6 still looks great.
Nah.
Yeah.
If
a C7 was cheaper.
Ben, I would take the mid-engine. Like, let's not talk. Like, less than the front-engine vets. I would take a mid-engine vet over a front-engine vet in a heartbeat.
She doesn't understand Americana.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't appreciate history.
No, I appreciate science, like mid-engine.
Science.
Like mid-engine supercars, yeah. Oh, well, that was hateful. Nicole probably thinks a Fiero is a Ferrari.
She'll fight you. And she'll do it. That's how you start fights.
Yeah. A Fiero is a poor man's Corvette, not a Ferrari, but good try.
I mean, it was rear engine though. So
yeah, but no, okay, it was rear engine like a fucking Volkswagen Bug. Like, oh, like what?
I mean, I think you're technically mid-engine, not rear engine, but yes.
What?
Fiero was mid-engine.
I don't think they made it much faster. Like,
I mean,
come on.
Fieros, never that cool. I
mean, if you were a poor kid from the Midwest, like, it's like a Firebird.
You would have driven a Fiero?
Yeah.
Interesting. What about a Toyota MR2?
No.
It was a cooler version.
You know why?
Because it was a Toyota.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know. All right. Properly greased.
Pleth the man owned 2 MR2s. I like my women like I like my vehicles. 25 years old and full of problems. Dream car in high school, Fiero GT. Doors were plastic, couldn't be dinged.
You know what else had plastic doors? A Saturn SL2.
Would I drive an 87 Dodge Charger?
Oh. Oh my god. What?
Did they make a Charger in 87?
Yeah, but I think it was like a Daytona.
Yeah.
Like a...
An IROC. Love it.
Yeah, that's... Even if I had my choice of vets today, though, I still don't think it would be a... C8. I think it still
Oh my
goes
God, I
C7.
hate you so hard.
I think it would still be C7. I personally like the long nose better.
I've seen a Fiero with a 454 mid-engine.
That is the most American thing ever.
Yeah. So when is Nicole getting her own, not a truck?
Zero plans.
You would probably
She
like
actually
me
likes
76 Cutlass Supreme. I would love that. Actually.
Yes, Nicole would like that. And I even 76 Cutlass. I'm all over that. That's a great model
Yeah, it
year.
is.
I've searched for this.
On the Rocks RC, it's not an IROC if it's not a T-top.
Yeah. Your white trash runs deep.
71 Malibu. Ooh, no, that's too far. I dated a guy in high school at a 67 Malibu.
Really? Mm-hmm. I mean, 67 Malibu, isn't that the same car as the
I mean,
Chevelle? Yeah.
Malibu's a Chevelle.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Nicole's Ozark is showing.
Right? Ruth? I just finished part 1 of season 4. So good.
I can't.
It's such a good show. Hey, so
All wrong. Grand Voyager is the bomb. Every time I close the side door, I can hear Rick Ross hustling in my head. Family Wagon.
what did I download today?
You did.
What did I download today?
You did.
I would walk. Actually, I was not. That's not the Rick Ross version. I have I was Every Day I'm Hustling, which is
Low and Slow. Perry G. Send him here.
Is Rick Ross on? Rick Ross is on that one, though, isn't he?
It's getting messy.
He's the who you think you're talking to. I'm the fucking boss.
Could see you in a Cayman or a vet? Me?
Porsche.
I know what a Cayman is.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's good.
And I'm good.
She does not like Porsches, though.
No.
I like Porsches. So.
Thank you for your suggestion for the CX-102 Trail Honcho. Love it. Pretty capable out of the box.
Great truck out of the box. Let's see if I could save myself. Oh, no. I designed the radiator to fit on that. I bet I could redesign it, though.
Right now.
If I have all the parts.
So many.
So many what?
There's cards that people want. Or their first cards. Randall Hill has 70 Impala 2-door. Did you hear about the 40 brand new Porsches burning on a transport? Yes!
Porsche and Audi.
Ugh.
I know. Some high dollar cars in there, too.
You're right, Brian. Good night, Dominic. It is 10 o'clock on the East Coast.
Let's see.
What? Adam's first truck was the 49 International.
That's impressive.
Still out on the farm.
I drove by an old Willys truck today.
Oh, beautiful.
You want me to swing back up and make him an offer?
Huh?
Huh?
On a what?
Old Willys truck?
Yeah, go for it. I'd rather have that than a fucking Corvette.
What? What's wrong with you sometimes? I feel like you do this to hurt me.
I did try them, Gunner. They're a little bit spicy.
Which ones? The original meat sticks?
Yeah.
Yeah, she couldn't eat them.
I did. I mean, I did. But They were a little bit spicy. What are your thoughts on the Element Enduro Senduro right out of the box?
Out of the box, it's one of the more capable RTR platforms. I think it needs some work to stack up, like once built, but out of the box, box stock to box stock RTR wise, it's probably one of the most capable.
A three on the tree is still super fun.
I've never actually driven.
It's so fun.
I've never driven one.
3-speed slapstick.
No. 3 on the tree.
Oh,
that's where that's
right.
A column shift.
No,
I've never actually driven one.
No, I've driven a slapstick 3-speed, which is a blast. There's an orange Willys truck floating around Columbia, Missouri. Don't we have an international
Scout? Yep.
Yeah. No. Oh my gosh, creamy mags. Not at all. Sorry about earlier if I was being rude. Didn't mean to harm. Love you guys.
No.
No, I was joking. Okay, what's your most capable RTR then?
That's what
An Enduro.
I said that's one. What is the most capable RTR then? Well, again, everything depends on situations and whatnot. But the Sendero, I think, is always in the running for most capable. Honestly, I think between the Element and the SCX-10-2 are probably the two most, what I would say, capable out-of-the-box RTRs. TRX-4 is too top-heavy. It's a great truck, and it's the most durable, but too top-heavy. Gen 8, same thing, too top-heavy.
Yeah, you're right, Mike J.
A little weak as far as some of the parts go. SCX-10-3, way more top-heavy than the SCX-10-2. Definitely not as capable. Unless you count having dig, but still. What else would you have? RC4 drives are not going to be nearly as capable.
But
yeah.
they look scale.
But they look scale. Unless you're talking about the sponge painted one that they just came out with.
What about the laser nut? What are your thoughts?
Laser nut's fun. It's got its durability questions here and there, but
yeah, RTR means cool. Ready to rebuild. Does anyone make a steel drive shaft for the Night Runner?
Does anyone make a steel drive shaft? I'm pretty sure you can run just about any of the steel drive shafts for that truck.
Who makes?
Or is it the rear that you're worried about? If so, I meant to put that in there. No, I was like, put it away. It needs to go back in the correct box, otherwise the inventory will be off. We can do sushi tonight. So, rear is long. Yeah, I think that a lot of the drive shafts will still fit. I've ran wheelbases that are that long or so and still been fine. I think my Carnivore, which is it not here? Oh, it's right there. I can't believe this is my class 1. This is the truck that I looked at every day for like a month, and now it's hardly need to get it rebuilt quickly, so I have something to come in here and fondle again. It's gonna be a busy weekend. I've got to get a lot done so that next weekend we can
see that baby.
Go see our new
niece.
See
our baby. Ugh. God, she's beautiful, of course. She's so beautiful. And her name's Maya.
This truck has got that long wheelbase. Oh, I do have a dig in here, though. I was thinking that my drive shaft was stretched quite a ways, but...
Is there a market for incision drive shafts for a long wheelbase rig?
They're pretty rare. I mean, not a big market. Long wheelbase ones are just...
Ascender's the most capable truck?
No.
LOL.
No.
How are your...
300-second timeout.
Okay. He was joking.
I know.
He said
I'm
LOL.
kidding.
Looking to get a very capable crawler 1/10 scale. What should I get as a beginner?
I mean, get what you want to look at. Anything can become capable. Get what you're going to be happy with looking at.
But like, what would you? Well, you.
You like an
He likes the Vanquish.
The
Obviously.
I mean, if you VS410 Phoenix has a ton of options. It's not RTR, but it's got a super wild out of the box thing. But you're going to need a lot of other, ESC servo and motor and a radio. SCX102 is still one of my favorites, and one of the ones that I would still recommend because huge aftermarket, good capability. I like the design, and it's still one of the ones that I would push you towards probably.
You should auction some stuff off, Curtis. Thank you.
I don't really have anything for sale.
When and where is Squirrel Fest? You always have things for sale. Who? In the mind of somebody. Phoenix.
I don't know.
Where you been?
He says good night. He's going to bed.
Really?
Oh, I'm guessing so. So
Number 3.5 on Nicole. What does that mean? Phoenix.
Phoenix, yes. I bid $350 for Nicole. Oh. I'd pay $750.
Would you? Auction stuff off and buy a vet. Be a man.
The Class 1 is going for sale right now. You can get it all.
Want to trade an SDX6 for a Phoenix?
Do I want to trade an S?
Why did he said question mark? Like Phoenix, you said
Phoenix,
night.
you said good night. Like you were leaving.
I know, but I think he just got here.
Okay, and he's just saying it because it's the evening. Like, good evening, folks.
Justin says, if you ever want to sell the Stretch Unimog 10, please let me know a price first.
I will never remember exact because I'll not. So it's usually when I say like I'm going up, it's going up for sale.
Look how popular we are. Look how freaking bammers. I'll sell my wife to fund Josh's vet as well. That's fine. Let's get a commune going.
A commune?
Fine with that.
You want me to start collecting wives?
Yeah, I mean, if I get to hang out with them and not have to do that, yeah.
This week,
Jesse says I click those links. I'm commenting just to comment. Thank you.
Thank you. That's still helpful.
What's the best toolkit for SCX24?
Ooh, for SCX24.
A little one.
I used my Vanquish tool set because it's got a lot of that .050, which is in the standard tool set from Vanquish.
Brian said his soul for a Ripper.
Not my Ripper. If I sold the Class 1, I could get a crappy Corvette. But
Thank you guys for taking care of that. Should see what Facebook ad I got.
Jesse?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should. Jesse's been sharing them with us, and we're like, Jesse, how do they know?
Because he was clicking on those links.
Yeah. And they're definitely targeting him with some...
Hello again. I'm curious, how did you two meet?
At a bar.
At a bar.
Like degenerate adults do.
Do I really need an SDX6?
I mean, I think that they're a lot of fun. Nicole thinks that they take up a lot of space. I don't know that either of us are wrong. But if you have the space, I encourage it.
No.
You don't think so?
So when are you going to write stories on the back of your Vanquish kits?
About escapades in the woods?
Like how every other Midwest couple meets.
Church or a bar?
Judging by Jesse's memes, his cookies must be disgusting.
cookies are things that happen when you go to an internet website.
I don't want to talk.
So it was a play on words. Like he has ridiculous memes, therefore he must have
Sell all
dirty
your cars
cookies.
and get whatever Nicole needs. I don't honestly need anything.
Yeah, she doesn't need it. She would drive a Corvette too if I got it. See? See? She.
Bar is better than a family gathering.
What was it? The old most popular dating site in Arkansas? Ancestry.com.
Oh, wow. That's silly.
It's a joke. I didn't write it.
Buck Dandy, we saw you earlier. You didn't just get here.
No, he didn't.
Josh.
I was just talking about him
When
sending
do we
me
get to see the tubing matcher?
I should probably put that in next week's update. I've got to paint it, finish weld it, paint it, and put the Nacho Libre stickers on it. That's on the list for this weekend.
I don't know. He just sat next to me and started talking.
Charming as always. On our first date, though,
I said, "Oh, are we coming back here?"
But
I gave him my phone number, so we talked on the phone all week, and then we had a date.
And I went to the wrong place.
And he went to the wrong place.
I'm like, oh wait, where? Oh, I did say that one, didn't I? Like, I'll be right there. I was on the phone with her, like, where are you? She's like, I'm in the back, but I'm like, what? Then she's like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm at the wrong bar.
Mm-hmm. My daughter's watching with me for the first time. She's amazed that this is live and I can ask questions. Hi, Monk.
Hi, Monk.
Hi, Monk.
That's a fun name.
Oh, super adorable. I love it. Monk. Oh. I was able to listen earlier. Was just able to have it on for the view count. Oh, but Danny Gray Matter Fab.
Okay.
When you two parted for the first time, did he just say bye, bye, bye? Any plans for a Vanquish speed tip set? Already looking at the adapter. I keep twisting the factory team bits when RTRs come with red Loctite on every grub screw. I guess you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, "Do you want to see my toy truck collection?"
I don't think that I shared that little piece for a little while.
Oh, it was like on our second date, and you were like, "Okay, well."
Well,
Let me tell you. And I was like, "Can I play with them?" And he was like, "Sure." And then I saw that it wasn't like a stick controller, and I was like, I didn't want to play with these.
And that was the
But cool for you.
end of that. And
he was like, "What are your hobbies?" And I was like, going to bars. Are girls impressed by my tiny car collection?
You have to get a massive tiny car collection.
Tell me I should propose to my girlfriend.
How long has it been? You have to wait at least 5 years.
That's not the case. Otherwise, we would be celebrating our wedding anniversaries and not our dating anniversary.
Yeah, I waited a while. I'm trying to make sure that
I wasn't going to leave you.
she wasn't broken.
Well,
which didn't work out.
No. Thank you, Squints, for the $5. I hope the version of Mastercam is newer than what I am being forced to use in school. I hate that program.
I also am not a big fan of Mastercam.
Ben, you are on my shit list right now.
Did Ben ask that question?
No, he said I'm waiting 10 years. Told a girl I have toys. She was expecting something else. Yeah.
Like, I have a whole room in my apartment. Which was true.
Oh, Monk, because she climbed on everything when she was a baby. So, Monkey. That's adorable.
I like it. Great nickname. And also a great TV show.
Then they went to the skate park and set an EXO on fire. That's when they knew it was true love.
I was not long after. No, that was a year after.
Yeah. We were like living together. Yeah. Thank you, Alex. Ben, lock that shit down. You should. What's the best hardware kit?
Hardware kit?
I'll show you my tiny car collection if you show me yours. No.
I guess I don't buy a lot of hardware kits. Have I mean, honestly, K&K is about the only one that I know, so I don't really know of another one to suggest, or which if it would be better or not. But
Oh, my daughter's hazelnut lemon butt because she was born 3 months premature.
wait, why does that make?
And her butt, wait, I missed it. Her rear was no bigger than a lemon. Cute. Angelina just said Lacos waited 8 years until they got married. But tell me how I don't know how you should propose. Honestly,
Ooh,
I don't.
let me tell you, I'm super romantic, and I can come up with some.
There were some F words in my proposal
There was not.
from me.
Oh, yes, there was. Because
You were being annoying. We're like on the freaking boat going into Niagara Falls, and Josh is like going like this to me behind me, and he was like, "Are you ready?" And I was like, I finally turned around, I was like, "What the fuck, Josh? Yeah, we're ready. I'm ready. We're in the falls. Like, what do you want from me right now?" I was like, "What is happening?"
it was awesome.
And then he hands it to me, and he goes, "Don't drop it." And I was like, "Okay."
And then she missed the rest of the falls trip.
I did. Gray Matter Fab, aka Buck Danny, thank you for the $5. Not Nicole, did Josh show you what the new hot rod we have at the shop now? I'm really excited to finish it.
I don't know if I did.
No, he didn't, but I'm really excited to see it. Nicole said F words, yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. On the dock of a lake house in Alabama, as long as that happens. I can see him bending down. No, he definitely did not get on his knees. I would murder him. Why don't you step up to a Voron 3D printer? Steve builds on YouTube. Part of the Voron development team is only 15 miles from the Vanquish HQ. Just saying.
Can't say that I've ever heard of it.
Comp stance proposal or get the fuck out.
Hey,
Never get married. Do taxes separately. Be a man.
It was on the way to an RC event.
I mean, everything is.
So it was kind of.
You made me leave the nicest hotel room I've ever stayed in my life at 4 a.m.
Yes, we had to get up very early the next day. She booked the hotel room and got the most expensive one that they had. Niagara Falls view at the closest hotel to the falls. It was a very nice hotel, but I was just like, really made me second guess my decision. I was like, "You're doing how much was this room? How much?" I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was like $300 a night. Don't. I think I dropped a pin because. Yeah, I most definitely did. It was the second most expensive hotel room after we went to my brother's wedding in Italy. Right, I gotta check if I dropped a pin because it seems that I did. Okay. No, why is that not going? What are you doing?
I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. You didn't want to see her? You're most welcome. It was definitely not $300 a night, but
Pretty sure it was.
it wasn't. Canadian dollars. No, tonight's not our anniversary. It was earlier, a couple days ago.
3 days ago. Get your cat butt out of the video.
Or baby.
What?
Nothing.
Read the comments.
I'm reading all of the why are people why did Mike J get hit? Everyone's getting hidden for no reason.
Oh, well, there could have been on a ridiculous cap lock only.
No, he said Sookie.
Oh. Probably wasn't the first one.
Can dogs have nightmares? Mine just woke up in a panic and was breathing hard. Yeah?
I mean, they definitely dream, so it seems logical.
Wait, what's happening?
Once it happens once, so.
Are we not supposed to talk about Canadian dollars?
No, it can, but if they get hidden once, they'll be hidden for 300 seconds.
Mm.
That's how that works. Right.
Oh, thanks. Sorry, not you, Moose Jaw. Josh for honeymoon hotel best gauge of a room. Hotel room is hangover ready. No, being on the American side of Niagara Falls was not good enough. The Canadian side's way better. Sorry, it is. What are you building?
Just changing out some gears and a transmission. Bearing off. Oh, wait, forgot. There's a screw under there.
Okay. Yeah, accident. For Mike J, I use Cow RC's Utter Butter.
This is the Vanquish grease, which I have been using for a long, long time and really don't have a reason to change.
Could you get it for free?
So I've used it before that.
Oh, wow. Look
But
at you.
it just works. Runs well. Grease is grease. And this grease is really good price, too.
What about grease? What about bacon grease?
I mean, that'd probably work.
Got some of that.
Do you? Should we use it? See if it smells good?
Yeah, go for it. Do you use tire sauce?
No.
Does it have PTFE?
Is that a question about the grease?
Yeah, it's like PBAs or something, or
PTF.
I think it's something. Oh yeah, use KY jelly. I don't think that holds up as well. Oh, hi, Chieftain. How are you? Hi, baby pumpkin. Oh, my little boy. Oh, he's so sweet. If y'all were on the American side, Nicole would have said no.
Don't lick that.
You, Josh, use bacon grease and see if the spotter at the comp asks if anyone smoked bacon.
Right.
Their C4-wheel drive uses Astroglide in their shocks.
Oh,
bubble. Do you have Dan mix the grease and package it?
Dan used to. It is no longer Dan who does it.
Yeah, exactly. Josh doesn't want kids because he doesn't want to share his toys. He has baby kittens. Come here, your eye, Scoopy. Oh,
Okay.
Teflon. PTFE is Teflon. Besides speed tips, what was the name of the mini tubing bender you got? Can't seem to find the live stream takeover where you and Matt talked about it.
It is made by Oakenshield Productions. Oakenshield. Oaken Shield. Common spelling.
Why did they make a tube notcher?
You know what? Not a lot of other people have identified that as such a problem.
What do you mean?
Um,
Don't have cats, get designer cat. Don't have kids, get designer cat to be a man.
Fancy cats.
Dan should be in charge of customer service.
No.
I think that would be awesome.
No. Michael is very good at customer service.
Dan would.
Michael follows the procedure that is needed. Exactly. And procedures exist for a reason, and they should be followed to the letter. Sometimes Dan goes outside of customer service, and I have to say, if you do that, don't do that. Don't do it again.
They are half Bengal. Your go-to tires still the BFG crawler. TAs have any others? Thanks.
Yeah, still my go-to. I've got high racks, 2 sets of high racks. That's a pair of grunts on the UMG. And then those are crawler, and another set of high racks. So not a lot of other diversity in here. Oh, I've got J Concepts landmines.
What kV motor would you recommend with capper portals and a TGH transmission?
Ooh, I don't know what the TGH trans has for a
Dan's banana lube. Do you remember that?
No. I don't remember what the TGH trans has for reduction, so I can't really say.
What's your problem with Thornbirds? What is this? Where did that come from?
I talked about it in the news. Thornbirds are like the meme of the whole off-road industry.
What's a Thornbird?
It's a type of tire made by Inico. They were like the worst tire ever made. Huh. They were...
The unibody wheeler. We haven't seen you for a while.
He's been around.
I haven't seen him. Pro or Phoenix? He hasn't brought me any sour beers in a while.
He has. I just drink them at work during the day.
You wouldn't.
I know I wouldn't. Pro or Phoenix? That's a tough call. Pro is still one of my favorites, but I like the way that the Phoenix looks. And
it was an accident, Mike J. Fusion 360 or SolidWorks for tube chassis. Using Fusion and I'm about to light my laptop on fire.
Honestly, Fusion is probably easier than SolidWorks for tube chassis stuff. Tube chassis are never that fun in CAD, especially in like those type of programs. But Fusion is it's about as easy.
Well, you'll have it. Gray matter.
What's that?
Gotta run. Have a good weekend. What turn motor for the Phoenix on 2s like a 10.5?
What turn motor for Phoenix on 2S? Like a 10... no, don't do like a 10.5. Do a 4-pole motor. So don't do one that's like a T, like a 10.5 turn or something like that. You want a 4-pole. So you want to go with one that's rated by KV generally. So on 2S, you could go like 3,000 KV range, maybe a little higher if you're still only running 2S stuff. One of our cars is a 2S on a 5,700 KV, and it's super smooth. Because I usually run 4S rather than either 3S at a minimum or 4S normally. So 2S is pretty low.
You've been posting on Facebook lately?
Yeah. There was a issue with Facebook and Instagram as far as them talking back and forth well through the developer apps, creator apps, and they finally kind of get their shit together. So I've been able to post a little bit more easily on there.
Josh with a beer at work to Bob. What would you say you do here? I don't even know if you get that.
They would. I do, of course. It's from Office Space, and they would know exactly why if I was. They'd be like, "I get it."
Been busy with the kiddos' nighttime routine during live time. I usually don't get to hop on until 7:30.
Right.
We forget things like that normal people do.
Yes.
Like putting kids to bed. What do you think about the Russian girl who ice skates in the Olympics who was caught doping? I think that Russia should not be allowed to compete in the Olympics, period, end of story, bye-bye. And I feel sorry for that little girl because she's only 15. And obviously she's not taking fucking heart drugs on her own. It's bullshit. But Russia should be not allowed to compete in the Olympics.
This year. This time? How long?
For at least like 10 years. This has been going on forever.
Right. I have no real stance on the Olympics because I don't.
I do.
Nicole very much follows and watches.
I do.
I do not.
I love the Olympics.
They were talking about adding RC trucks in it next year.
Until they... Okay, first of all, there's not an Olympics next year. Second of all, until they add water skiing as a summer sport, they're never going to add fucking scale crawling as an Olympic sport.
I'm just saying, you never know.
Josh, I know this is an RC show, but I thought I'd ask anyways. I put some new taillight housing in my full size and am now having hyper blinking. They come with resistors, with 2 resistors. Be pro.
Yes. The resistors are usually because LEDs have less resistance than an incandescent bulb. So your system thinks that there is a burnt out bulb, therefore it's giving you the rapid blinking. You definitely need the resistor. What did it say about them though? Hyper blinking. They come with resistors. Would the 2 resistors be pro? I guess the easiest way would be to put a ohm meter on the housing and see what the resistance is of the new one and the old one, and then see what the resistor is and see if that's additive.
You're right. They're banned under... Okay, I'm sorry. There should not be a Russian Olympic Committee. How about that? Does that make you feel better? Believe it or not, they're adding breakdancing in 2 years in Paris. That's fine. Because it doesn't need a motor. If you need a motor... if cost, location, access, and time commitment were all the same, would you choose full size or small scale crawling?
Full size.
Small. God, full size crawling is the worst.
Nicole gets bored with full size
I
crawling.
hate full size crawling.
I enjoy it. I would do it.
You enjoy it when you get to be a spotter and don't have to fuck with having your own team.
That's the problem, is that the whole rest of that equation is what's like so hard to make, because like it's such a commitment to go run a...
And it's like, I can walk faster than this bitch is going to get across a fucking Rubicon. Like, oh, you broke an axle? Cool. Let's wait for somebody. Oh, you broke a fucking trailing arm? Cool. Let's go. Let's wait for somebody. I'll walk to the end. God.
Nicole's not big on waiting around.
No. And it hurts my neck. Like, you're just bumping around all the time. You're just like... going 3 miles an hour, like boom, 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 boom. Like, no, it's not fun. No, it's not fun. I'm sorry, it's not fun.
I get that side of it.
It's not fun for me.
I would want to
like go straight, go fast, like, or go around and go fast, like, but go fast.
Ideally,
if I can walk faster than you're driving, this is not a sport.
Ideally,
this is an expensive outing.
I would like to comp crawl full size.
No, we're never doing that.
I mean, probably not doing that. But never say never.
We're never doing that.
Never say never.
Yeah, there you go. An RC KOH event that'd be fine, because then I don't have to sit in it.
I wish that an RC KOH event would be nearly as fun as it sounds.
You're right, DK. That guy, yeah. I like it. That's fine. Full-size hill climb? No. I've had a friend who went, like... Remember Steven rolled his Jeep backwards?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, no.
But, I mean, you build it for that type of thing, and it's just a wild ride coming down.
That's stupid. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to fall off the side of a fucking mountain. Like,
but that's how you know you're living.
I'm good. Like, I'm living. I'm good. How does that Vanquish grease do with water?
I've never had a problem with it in water. I don't do a lot of water purposefully, but when I do, never had an issue with it breaking down or getting nasty.
Yeah. Josh is a full-size comp, but only if he gets you a nice hotel room to stay in all weekend with a big pup. I mean, no.
No?
That's too much money. Everything breaks. I get pissed if an axle breaks on one of these stupid things, much as my actual daily driver truck.
Remember when we had to replace the axle in the Jeep?
Yeah. Because you hit the curb?
A little bit. Broke a wheel.
Yeah. Wait, how long did it take you to fix? How long did that bitch squeak for?
It squeaked for a while.
Yeah.
It squeaked for a good while. Squeak, 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 squeak,
Yeah.
squeak. I bent the flange on the JK axle, rear axle stub, or inner axle.
I didn't care about that, but
It was only annoying when the top was off, really.
right. And I just like driving down the highway is more fun than fucking rock crawling. And like him just be like, don't ever touch this, don't ever touch that. You can't be in fucking four low ever in your life. So when you drive up a mountain in the snow and you don't know how to turn on the 4-wheel drive,
It was Ford low is not 4-wheel drive. I told you couldn't put it in 4 low.
you told me to never touch that lever.
Just don't touch this lever.
And so I'm driving up to Estes Park and like pitch dark snowstorm blizzard happening, and I have to pull over. Luckily there's a DVD for some reason in a 2009 Jeep Wrangler, and luckily we have a DVD player in the thing, so I put me and my friend are in there trying to figure out how to get up this mountain because we have a line of cars 6 miles long behind us, and I don't know how to drive in 4-wheel drive, so I have to put in the DVD and scroll through the menu to figure out how to turn it into 4-wheel drive so I can get up this fucking mountain to go to the Shining Hotel. Like,
I would never tell you not to use it.
and Katie's like, should we call Josh? I'm like, do not call Josh. He told me never to touch this. Do not call him. I was like, well, call him when we get up there. So yeah, 4-low lock for the win.
Huh.
Luckily, there's a DVD for some reason in the manual.
Yeah, like, what do you know?
I was like, Katie, we don't have to read anything. Put that bitch in. Let's do this. She's like, thank God we're in Colorado.
God.
We just lost so many people. It's time to order dinner.
It is 7:53.
I'm dumb, baby. I told you that earlier on the phone.
You did tell me that.
But
You said, I don't know how. Will you grab me a beer?
Yeah.
Well, I've got done what I was hoping to get done, which is a whole thing. I guess I could actually take the chassis bricks out. That would save me more time. Now that I've put away all my tools for some reason. But let's see. Why read the book when you can see the movie? That's true. When I bought that Jeep in a beer. When I bought that Jeep in 2009, it had like the terrible stock radio. So I had taken it out and put in a Pioneer double-din in-dash DVD player, which was great for us at the time because we used to, well, I met Nicole in 2011, but her and I still used to road trip everywhere. So we had we'd stop at a Red Box, grab some DVDs, and road trip across America. What are you building for STL Sunday this week? That's a good question. So I have some molds that I need to do for this truck. And that would be an option, is doing the actual mold design. I don't know if anybody's actually wants to do that. That's not very helpful to most people. So I don't know about that one, but I'm sure I can come up with something. There's definitely more CAD work I have to do. No. Like what?
like ice cream or Jamba
If-
Juice
if they get-
cake.
Cake?
Yeah, you get a cake on.
Get cake from a sushi restaurant?
Well, this is like the double dash.
Oh,
Things from the 7-Eleven.
Double Dare. You remember Double Dare with Rick?
Uh,
Doug Summers. Doug Summers. Double Dare. Remember having the Double Dare Nintendo game?
what?
Yeah, there was a Double Dare Nintendo game. I think we used to rent it from Blockbuster.
We rented Sega. We can get liquor store Double Dash.
No.
No.
Mark Summers, not Doug
Mark
Summers.
Summers. Do you feel like
Ice cream? It's going to be melted by the time DoorDash brings that here. I saw Double Dare live. What? I heard one of the
I said Nickelodeon live.
one of the YouTube channels that I follow goes through like all kinds of old stuff like that, and he did a whole thing on Nickelodeon back then.
There's a documentary on
and how that whole studio stank so badly.
That there was a
I need to change batteries.
Documentary. Did you say no on the sweets?
I mean, I don't think they need it.
No, you're right. We are starting a diet next week, so.
Ooh, spicy. But yeah,
I figured as much.
Bitch, please.
The what do you call it? YouTube channel is called Bright Sun Films, and he does a bunch of really good little mini docs on things.
Can you show a picture of my niece?
Sure. Here's a picture of our new niece. You have to cover your face too. Your face isn't covered by that thing. You're good at the internet.
She's so cute.
She is so cute.
She's beautiful. She looks like Josh's mom. And she's long. My little Viking princess. I effed up my Defender try to remove paint from inside. Wrong. New body. Any ideas? Man, that is so wrong, Eric. I feel so bad.
Not a Defender. I'm not a fan of Defenders. So
thank you for the congratulations. We are very proud aunts and uncles.
Yes, we are. Very, very excited.
Very excited.
Looking forward to getting down there.
Yes, it just I've sent her so many clothes. Because we've only had boys. And girl clothes are so much cuter. What would be a good buy before they're off the market?
A good buy before they're off the market. Ooh, that's a good question. What's going to leave the market? I feel like if you don't have an axial bomber, you should get one because I feel like the bomber is going to be gone before too long. I bet we see the end of the bomber this year.
Really? It's so popular.
Yeah, but it's getting old and they're going on to newer platforms.
I used to pull my daughter around the house in a diaper box with a vintage bruiser.
That's funny.
Gunnar has a hot tub? How is he not married?
You set the bar just...
I mean...
A boat and a hot tub? Jerky?
Done. Divorce. The Wraith will never go away, will it?
Oh, not the Wraith. The Wraith, I think, is probably not long either, but I don't think that it's one of those ones that's worth picking up.
Is that all it takes, a hot tub?
Just saying.
So did you see House Swap with Matt for Fridays?
What?
I don't know. He doesn't speak in complete sentences.
Okay.
We'll go tomorrow. The Archie shop has one bomber left. You were speaking his language.
I think it's worth it. If you don't have one, it's worth having. You're going to have to do some work to it, but it's worth having.
Perry G says it was a HPI venture.
Definitely not worth buying. People were waiting years for those. That's true. All right. I've got just so much prep done so that I can get more work done this weekend.
That's why I'm single. Boat, hot tub, and lots of meat. Big Bubba, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Rich said the 10-2 isn't going anywhere. No.
I mean, I just wonder I think the 10-2 will be around a while. Look how long the bomber's been around. But
yeah. Look how good is the Axial Gravedigger? Asking the wrong channel.
yeah, but It's not that great, unfortunately.
Oh. Have you heard of Tinker Time, RC?
Nope.
Brandon Olson making some of the coolest stuff for the XCS24s.
I've not heard of it.
How did the windshield frame turn out?
Really well.
I thought a hot tub was how you end up single. Only if somebody throws a radio in it.
That's an interesting take on that. There it is. So I've got it adhered to the cowl already, but it actually came out pretty well. It was probably my best one yet.
Your best one yet?
I thinned up the design quite a bit to make it nice and light, but still way stronger than it needs to be. I could have thinned it up even a lot more, but I definitely. But the cowl looks good. It needs some repair right there on that corner. But other than that, everything's looking real good. I'm going to probably make myself like a 3D printed drill guide that will
You
drop
a
on.
bath bomb.
That's an interesting name for a toaster.
Jesse and I are just always on the same wavelength. It's really kind of scary.
Yeah, especially when I see what Jesse sends us.
And you're like, Nicole would like that.
All right. So this thing, we're gonna put this in the box.
So I haven't been on Facebook in like 10 years, but like people
What?
like I get like
Text notifications?
yeah, when someone sends me a
what?
friend request.
Okay. And what was the moral of that story? Or did you just have an ADD moment?
Somebody sent me one that's friends with Danielle, my cousin's friend.
Alrighty then. Well, that's fun.
Weird.
That's how Facebook happens.
Is it?
You can tell you don't get on Facebook very often because you're surprised by these things.
Like, why are you sending? Hey Nicole, my wife wants to know if you'll be RC wives together. Yeah, of course. Duh. Excuse me?
What? They reject your order?
No. Oh, Withings is sending me a scale for my diet.
Oh, there you go.
Fun. Kendra, thank you. What rims would you recommend to be able to tuck a tire under an RC four-wheel drive Mojave 2 4-door for C1 with TRX4 portals?
A TRX.
What's up, Sook?
TRX 4 axles are pretty decently wide. I honestly don't know that. I would have to check because TRX 4 axles are going to force you to a certain width at least. And I don't know how well you'll be able to tuck them because that body's not that wide. You may have to add fender flares.
It's cat race time here every night.
Yeah, we have that time as well.
Does the mold get hot with the carbon fiber?
No, not at all.
It does not.
No, it doesn't raise in temperature at all.
If you could go back in time, like hot tub time machine, what year would you going back to and why? Or what would you go into the future?
Past for sure.
That's why I don't send you a friend request. I don't want to confuse you.
Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I don't know this person.
No, I'd go back into the past. You get all the knowledge you have now because then, yeah,
And bet on like a horse race or something.
I'd go to 80.
Felipe from France, I followed your advice last night and ordered a Vanquish Phoenix. So I didn't find the chassis
Boom.
rules, technical data. What is class 1, class 2? Thanks a lot, Felipe. IFL.
I'd go to 88, by the way. Start at 5 years old and just dominate the world by the time I was.
You would go back in time?
For sure.
You don't want to see it like when they actually make flying cars?
They made that came out in like 2019. No.
Like, you don't want to see what the future holds?
No, I want to dominate the present.
Fucking Snowpiercer all day.
Psh, weak. Nope. I'm going to
Yeah, you're right.
I'm going to 89 and
If you don't kill Hitler, you're an asshole.
No, I didn't even think.
You're right.
That's a whole thing too, but I don't
You're right, but like thanks for making me feel bad about wanting to go to the future instead of the past.
Right. Let's see. P.S. Class 1 rules.
I'd go back and warn myself about my ex-wife.
Yeah.
No. Everything is good.
I have all of the knowledge I have now. That's the thing.
Everything
So I don't have to...
is good because it leads you to where you're supposed to be.
Exactly. I don't regret anything.
Oh yeah, I would go back and ride a T-Rex. Possibly start my own religion. Jesse?
Dude, for the tax benefits alone, great idea.
I would bury a bunch of books, write a bunch of shit, and then bury it in the yard. And be
Oh
like,
my God. The 11th commandment would be some weird stuff. P.S.
Thou shalt drive RC cars.
Yeah. What is a radio? We don't even know what this radio word means yet.
Dinosaurs in a cult. I'm in.
Yes.
Guess who's banging a cave woman?
Before Bic had been invented. I don't know about that.
Please. You're the one to talk.
Honestly, class 1, class 2 rules, all that. There's a lot of rules, but best to go to the website. Just Google Sorca, SORRCA.com. Just Google it first, because sometimes their website can be weird. Or you can find the rules on Facebook.
Was your CNC able to drill cut the holes in your STX24 chassis, or did you have to drill them after you cut the chassis? Contacted Send Cut Send, and they said they were not able to go that small.
Oh, gotcha. I was able to because I used a 1.5 millimeter PCB cutting bit, but they may not be willing to do those super small tools because that was wild small for it took as long to cut an SCX24 chassis by CNC as it does to cut a 1/10 chassis at least. So
Nathan Johnson. I'm having trouble explaining my ridiculous fascination with toy cars to other grown men. Advice?
totally
Find new friends.
Totally get it.
Really?
Absolutely.
People don't understand that? Other men don't understand this?
I do not try and explain this to other people who are not into it already. Like, some of my best friends...
David Ferris says, fuck them, Nathan.
Some of my best...
Let them drive one.
That's a thing, sure. But, like, some of my best friends who are not into it, we have totally other interests, things like that. They know what I do, but
all
like...
y'all drive are all your other friends are motorcycles, so it's all cars. It all goes into cars.
Yeah, it does, but I don't try and explain it to them. I'm just like,
What grown man doesn't want to
yeah, but like...
drive it?
There's a difference between...
I'm like, hey,
being like, cool,
like,
an
what does
RC
your
truck.
husband do? I'm like, RC truck.
Yeah. There's a difference between like that and this.
Well, this is...
Like, explain this room to a complete stranger walks in and you're like...
They're like, hey, they're all... You know what they think? You know what they said? What my friend's husbands always say? Does he have a drone?
Yes.
That's what they all say. Does he have a drone?
Yeah. Yep. So I get it. I don't try. I have lots of friends who are into this because I enjoy this so much that I find myself around those people.
Somebody said this is our group therapy. That dumb guy. This is our group therapy.
That's such a terrible name. Like, I'm like, what do you do? I thought like it feels like you're insulting somebody here. Like that dumb guy said no.
No.
Yeah, but no. I totally
it's the
get
blue
it.
room of fun.
Yeah, like if someone walked into our house, like I'm trying to think for a reason why someone would be in our house that we weren't like close with. We're not like a lot of people like come in, come on.
I mean, I am. I get upset if he doesn't invite people in. Like Joe comes, I'm like, Joe, come in. Like you can't just stand outside our door, freaking weirdo.
So, but like,
Yeah, actually, you know what? There was a guy in here who came in here. He was doing pictures from when Eddie bought the house, and he was like, he was like, what do you, I was like, oh, that's my husband's sperm. And then he was like, I have this blah, blah, blah. I have this blah, 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 whatever car. And I was like, he's like, I need this part for it. And I was like, hey, come in. Like, let's look. And I was like,
this is how you get serial killed.
I know.
Like, God, you're so Midwestern.
I'm like, well, let's find it.
He probably has one. Do you want this?
And I did, but we couldn't find it. Whatever it was.
I swear to God. I swear to God. Yeah, you're going to be serial murdered someday.
No one's gonna
And there's a high probability in Northern California, as we've proven.
Right?
All the serial killers are from Northern California.
I mean, I get it.
Or they at least pass through the area.
I get it. I want to kill people. I mean... That's...
God. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I just...
Well, he was fine. He was nice. He had an RC car, so I trusted him.
You're just giving away all your secrets. Like, hey, I've got a van over here with some RC cars and some jerky.
My husband knows.
It's a hot tub repair machine. I'm going to a hot tub.
My husband might like that. Paul Chavez says he feels weird driving his in public sometimes. And I'm like, until you actually drive in public and every male that you're around is like, what are you going to fare? And I'm like,
But at the same...
you can go talk to that one.
I get that too. I was honestly for a year, and still, if like I don't like going to places where there's people around that are not.
Oh, you don't? Because that's all we ever do.
No, it's not.
Bullshit, Josh. We
go to
these trucks to every to Donner Pass. Like people don't.
You don't see that many people. You see
you
like
don't
a few
sightsee
people.
People don't want to see where people ate people. Everyone wants
That's
to see
down
where
the
people
hill.
ate people.
That's down the hill.
Well, that's where we go. We go to all these beautiful places, and you're out here, and you have no problem. And I'm like, oh, look at all this serene beauty, blah, 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 blah. Like, oh, look. And then it's like,
But you remember Adair
like,
Park?
Oh, listen to that beautiful bird call.
False. You remember that Adair Park in Kansas
Whoa,
City?
somebody just said my uncle got eaten.
He must be old. Because that was a long time ago.
I know, there was that guy in Maryville, Missouri.
Oh, you mean unrelated to the Donner Party? Just like got snacked on?
Yeah, like who fed a bunch of teenage boys to his hogs. There's a serial killer in Amber's hometown.
I feel like you can't say got eaten then. Like, if you say got eaten, it has to be eaten by a person. Otherwise, it's just like nature. And then it's...
No, he cut him up and fed him to his hogs.
I guess that. If you butcher it, like...
Yeah.
That's... But, Dahmer... Yeah, like, yes, Dahmer. Anyway, you remember Adair Park in Kansas City? Where we used to go to compete? It was like the softball
The
fields.
spillway? Oh.
The softball fields.
Yeah.
And there was all kinds of people around that weren't... They were there for softball games and things like that. I hated it so much. So, like, I am a person who gets embarrassed easily. So...
But John, you make RC cars for a living and get embarrassed.
I know. Yeah. Like, ugh. It's hard for me.
Wait. So many things happening. I'm trying to make bongs to afford these things.
Wait, what?
Must be in California.
Trying to make what?
Bongs.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, good luck.
Are they like the octopus ones?
I hope glass blowing. Mm-hmm. I hope you're making it out of appropriate materials, not just what you have in the house.
Go to ceramics camp.
Ceramics? Not glass?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know what they... not carbon fiber.
Agree, like I would imagine that's an inappropriate material. Don't use PVC.
An apple. It works.
Exactly.
My money grows on trees. I don't say I'm a truck driver, but a material relocation engineer. I mean, there's a lot of serial killer truck drivers. I think that's what he was referring to. Oh, blowing glass. That's beautiful. I love blowing glass. Hey, Satisfied Jerky. We pimp that all the time. Send him this way.
No, what? God.
Wife. Oh, wow. Wife had to deal with the Golden State Killer's estranged wife. Lawyer. Makes all the sense now.
That was a wild one.
That was crazy.
Were you at your trainers when that happened?
I mean, but it was like you could, I mean, I would go there all the time and there would be like helicopters. So that was all happening at the same time when he moved from the gym to his house. Mm-hmm. And there was like helicopters and like,
Yeah. I think this month's SNU sponsored by, I think I've got the next 2 months of sponsors lined up.
My mom went to high school with Ted Bundy.
What? I heard he was charming.
Yeah, but he was not. People were like, he was so attractive. I'm like, he was not attractive. He looked like a fucking serial killer behind the eyes. Did the helicopters have anchor? No. That was only once I saw that. Demonetized. Always. We lose. Yeah. Like, there's certain nights that it's like...
Right.
Like, and then there's certain nights that it's like, ride or die. Like, when I don't take my fucking Ritalin. Ride or die.
Right. Like, no one can follow what you're speaking on tonight.
We are. Still sponsored by Ridge.
We will be again.
We're going to be.
Or still are. I don't know how you would say that. I still carry my Ridge one.
Smoke weed out of a...
What?
3D printer.
No. Probably not.
You can't heat that shit up.
Please don't, Chris.
But yeah, Bundy definitely looks shifty in the eyes. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm still carrying my Hey, this is a forged carbon wallet from the Ridge.
Oh, look, like your shit. Oh, yeah. BT.
BT's back.
Thank you so much for the $20. You're so sweet. I hope you're coming to Alabama. Is he?
I don't think that he's coming down. Isn't it funny that my Ridge wallets are titanium and
they're not
forged
paying
carbon?
Us yet.
I'm just saying, like, it's everything that Class 1 would be.
They're not paying us yet. We got Wink the Cat Springs. She loved. Yay! I'm so happy. They're the best. Except for, why do we not pull out the springs?
Because they end up underneath the stove.
Because there's a fire hazard with 6,000 springs, plastic springs. But Wink, didn't someone send us a
Well, that was that.
picture?
I thought that was Randall, though.
No, someone sent us a picture of Wink.
Yes.
I'd give you a donation, but I bought jerky. So you know what? That's also a donation because the more jerky y'all buy, the more we get from Gunner. So, thank you, Felipe. I will look in the video about Sorka class rules. You're great because in Europe, nobody can help me. I want to go to Eurocrawl 2020 in August in Finland.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Keep talking about Eurocrawls because that's where we're headed next.
That would be fun.
So fun.
Maybe next year. That'd be a good year.
Oh, my grandfather knew a bunch of Chicago mobsters because he was an engineer in Toledo and would get passengers coming from Chicago going to Toledo to hide out for a bit. There was a lot in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Yeah, Velocity is the one who sent us pictures.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I showed Nicole the picture.
Of Wink? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, good night, Adam.
Good night.
I picked a hitchhiker up one night. He said, thanks for the ride, but aren't you worried about me being a serial killer? I said, no, because the chances of there being two of us in the same vehicle is crazy.
That's an oldie buddy goodie.
That was a dad joke. I love it. It was that dumb guy. You guys might go if Josh stops buying RC stuff in a bit. Tell Josh I got a pan-hard mount from a guy on Facebook.
There you go. Is that Scott?
Yeah.
Sweet. Good deal.
Well,
Because I have not had time to do anything else at work.
We have 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Ish.
10-ish minutes
Maybe
before
like 5.
Nicole's food delivery.
And Mike Jay's leaving, so I'm leaving.
Well, it's been a very destructive night, which was the goal. Oddly.
Thank you, all of our ride or die.
You get 10 minutes of your RC questions. RC only,
No
like
one,
always.
No
Strictly,
one wants to ask RC questions.
Strictly RC questions.
Green Cross delivery.
No, sushi.
Sushi.
Sushi delivery.
But I don't know what Green Cross is.
That is,
That's not the one I use.
well, that's, all of those places have that green cross. It's like a medical cross, but a little different.
Velocity. Yes, you can.
Hit the like button. Close the live chat for a second, hit the like button, then open the live chat again. That's how that works.
One day Rippers will deliver sushi.
300 seconds. He's out of here.
Would you run lights off the balance port?
I don't like that method personally, just because of how it hits, how it draws. That plug is not meant for extra cycles, so.
Does most all axial SCX102 bumpers side and post mount fit the VS410 chassis?
Yes.
We all
Yes.
make a 24 scale as a sleight of hand since you stated nothing beyond normal 10th and 9th.
I mean, it would be fun. Maybe.
Is there a fix for the horrible
Probably not.
pan hard placement on the Wraith 19? Can't believe they did that.
Yes. BPC has a aluminum one that like braces and mounts to it and beefs it way up, improves it quite a lot.
Kevin Nugent says the like has been smote. What does that mean?
I don't know. Someone explain what smote is. ATL Pro or ATL Pro V2? I don't know the difference. We'd have to.
Yes, Josh, JOS. That was funny. Oh.
Smote is killed. Oh, what do you know?
I know I was nursing the wine tonight because I'm tired.
Her ADD was going off so far.
It was bad that I can't drink a lot. Because, yeah.
Have you ever broken in motors and water? I never did. I know that that's a common thing for brushed motors, but I never did it. Why has no one made a power distribution board for trucks like they have in FPV drones? Honestly, I think it's just not as common of a need. To have so many things pulling battery voltage power in a truck like this. And I also think that for some reason, I feel like FPV drones are just better suited for that type of thing, where you're not so much worried about something getting in there or falling. I feel like it's just a better situation. But I know exactly what you mean. It's interesting. Will the Deluxe Fab's new portal transmission work with F10 axles? Yes. Cool little super tight transmission.
That's my sushi.
Your sushi's here. There's a photo of our front door, Matt. Okay. Go get that.
It says,
I'm gonna
there's no place like home because
talk for 6 more minutes and
Wizard
then
of
end
Oz.
this. What color doesn't get enough credit for being good, but might not have the axial recognition? Oh, so a non-axial. Let's see. That's a great question. Dang it. That is a really tough question, though. I don't have any good candidates in here. Maybe the Element, but I think the Element also just has. I don't think that I don't think that it has the. I think there's reasons that it's not quite the pedigree of an axial. Like they did so many things that just kind of cut it back. Like it could have been great, but they cut so many corners on things. I just. Ooh, God, that's a tough question. I do not have a good answer for that though. I feel like an answer would come to me, but I don't know it. Solid question. Eric Baker, thank you, sir. Hi, Josh and Nicole. Does Josh have a spare set of VS410 half cab window stickers I can buy? you know who you should ask? Moose Jaw, because I had a spare body and I gave it to Moose Jaw, and I don't know if he always uses the window stickers. I feel like maybe he paints them sometimes. Maybe I'm wrong. Your class 1 is missing a wiper motor. It is missing all the things at this point. But what if Josh... What is the body that comes with the Phoenix? It's called the Phoenix body. That is what it is. What don't you like about the VS410? Nothing. I got to have all kinds of input in it, so it is what I wanted it to be. Okay, if I needed to be critical of something, the front I feel like we could have shortened, but you know, and then like made the extension fit with a longer bumper support or something. But there was a reason that it is like it is. But in a lot of my more capable trucks, I end up cutting the front of the chassis off. So there you go. What about the SSD? I feel like a lot of people use their axles for comp builds. A lot of people do use their. That's a decent one. Again, I feel like it was a SCX2 that it was just that was the problem with the SSD, is that it was just an SCX2. It has a slightly off center or offset front axle, but not enough. Like they did some like, I feel like that one could have been better too. I feel like SSD had the worst timing. Like they were like, this would be a good release. And then the SCX3 came out and the VS410 came out and everything else. And it was just like, oh, well, that one's kind of like a 5-year-old truck looking thing now. And it just kind of didn't do very well. Eric Baker, thank you. Moose Jaw's in here, so maybe you can message him on Instagram. That would maybe help. So what don't you like about Matt? The top button. Is Nicole talking the sushi person? This comment says, is Nicole talking the sushi person into the house?
No, I was talking to Alexa.
Yeah, Nicole was talking to Alexa. Nicole's like super polite to the Alexa. Like she says thank you all the time to it. Like, why are you saying thank you to the... I know she says things back, but it's unnecessary. Huh? It just seems unnecessary. All right. Phoenix body will be available on its own. It will be soon. I don't have a date for you yet, but it will be. Go eat. Yes, that is the plan. Have a good night. I'll see you on Sunday for STL Sunday if you're interested in 3D design nerd stuff. Nerds. Hope you all have an awesome weekend. Otherwise, I'll see you when I see you. Later.